Hey, welcome to Spirit Swap Beer Review.
I am Shag Dog.
And I am Jammer.
We're doing a Smirnoff. Does it have lemons in it?
Ice.
Oh, this has lemon lime in it.
Yeah.
Does it normally have lemon lime?
No.
It says original.
Original.
Natural.
Maybe that's the original lemon lime Smirnoff.
Oh, but I didn't know it. I don't fucking know. I thought
Anyway, this is the bottle.
Yeah.
This is
Maybe it has lemon lime in
cap.
it. Originally, it just never showed a picture of lemons on there before. I don't know.
all right. Here is the cap.
Oh.
You're going to have to stand there. You can't move forward at all.
Right here.
You can move your hand forward.
Can I get centered? Or?
You can get centered if you
I'm
want.
right here. I'm half center. My half of the floor, right?
Oh,
Oh, shit. Oh, the double whammy.
you get an honorable mention
I got
for
the
hitting
pole
the
and the
pole
little
and the other little light.
yeah. Honorable mention. This is a 4 point. God, I can't remember what the hell the ABV is. 4 point something. It's a malt beverage. And untapped. It's a 2.75 out of 5. Yeah. What can you say about it? It's Smirnoff Ice. It's been around for, I don't know,
Smirnoff
what, 15,
Ice.
20 years now? I can't remember.
Been around for a long time.
I know since mid-2000s at least.
It smells like a lemon lime type Alka-Seltzer.
Early 2000s.
I think it's actually back in the early 90s, Smirnoff Ice
Really?
was.
I don't remember Smirnoff Ice back then.
Early 90s.
It looks like a Alka-Seltzer type
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah. It bubbled. It had that sound like plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
And the ABV, I think, is 4.5 or something.
Yeah. And Smirnoff Ice, where does it say it? Contains sulfites, we know that. It doesn't tell me where it was brewed at. Oh, there it is. Smirnoff, Plainfield, Illinois.
Plainfield, Illinois.
4.5, yeah.
4.5.
Alright, so it smells really lemon.
Cloudy.
Yep, cloudy. Looks like a lemonade.
Yeah, it looks like a...
Only thing it's missing is like the little particles of lemon floating.
Yeah, but it's weird because it's like white or any yellow of a lemonade. Any tint of
Well,
yellow.
most lemonade is not...
Yeah, but not that white. That almost looks like cloud white.
You're talking about spunk in a glass of water, huh?
Maybe.
Color.
I think that'd be a little bit more...
Clumpy?
Clumpy and floating around. You still see some clearness in there, certain parts.
I'm glad we're not drinking that, okay? Alright. Where you at on
Smells
that?
lemon lime, a little medicinal.
Yeah. It does smell a little bit medicinal. You got us hooked up to where, just in case anybody comments or everything, I don't know. You know, we don't normally have many viewers on Monday.
Alright.
Cheers.
Cheers.
However, the Monday is the new Friday.
Yeah, you're almost back at the character you were doing earlier.
Or Friday.
That's the new Tuesday.
Friday's the new Monday.
Alright.
So better do a Monday on a
Is
Friday.
your microphone there?
Yeah.
It looks weird. Oh, okay. I see.
Hopefully we're getting all the sounds.
Yeah, the thing was moving earlier, so I'm sure we were.
Alright, so let's rock and roll, Shag Dog.
Yum.
Get our daily intake of sulfites.
Yeah, is that healthy? No. Cause cancer, sulfites?
I'm sure. That's what's in the lunch meats and stuff, sulfites.
Mm. And it probably is cancerous, damn it. Funny because my one ex, when she got done with her chemo and shit, she was trying to drink these because she used to drink Michelob Light.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, drink this, it's lighter or whatever, you know. Sulfites.
Mm. Well, I'll tell you this much. Smirnoff, it's a malt beverage. I never really liked malt beverages back in the day. We did the Smirnoff seltzers.
Yeah, not too great, but not bad.
Compared to the others,
Right.
I thought Smirnoff was one of the better.
Yeah, one of the better ones.
And I have to admit, Smirnoff, doing malt beverages,
Mm. Yeah, because we've done
it's
the...
much better.
the orange one they had, and there's a couple other ones we did by them, the actual ones like this, but the flavored ones.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like almost like a soda, like some type of weird soda.
This tastes like a lemon soda.
Yeah, like a squirt or a damn
yeah, squirt.
mellow yellow or
A squirt would really name it, but
Yeah.
the squirt wasn't that grapefruit. No, it was lemon.
A little bit more sour than this, though, maybe, but
But it's nice. Got a nice lemon flavor. It's tart, sweet, a little soury.
yeah, a kid would probably drink this. I mean, you wouldn't even think this is alcohol. I don't think a kid would think this is an alcoholic drink, huh?
No, the kid would drink this and think it's a
Soda.
nice soda,
Yeah.
a sweet soda,
And
because
after-
it does have that sweetness.
Yeah, and after they drink a whole bottle, be like, oh man, I'm feeling good.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, Mom. I'll shove this oh shit, I'm spilling a little bit. I'll shove this bottle right up your ass.
That's what your daddy did last night. I can't believe you spilled this. One way you could get rid of it.
I
is
got
what
a
you're
jerk
saying?
and a splash.
Huh? Premature ejaculation.
Premature spatulation. Yeah, splash. Ugh. It's hard when you're a failure in life.
Oh, isn't it? It's terrible. No, I wouldn't let that comment get to you. You're not a failure if you're
Yeah.
happy. Whatever
I
you're
mean, to look at all my accomplishments in life. I did 5.5 years in the Army, right? That's an accomplishment in itself.
Mm-hmm.
I worked 2 years at a juice plant almost. As an inventory clerk. I did 3.5 years in
Well, you started as an inventory clerk, right?
Yeah, I was the whole time, my job title, but yeah, they did make me unofficial, like, 4-person.
That's what I was going to say.
When she wasn't there, because the one guy used to be her unofficial. Because we didn't, on our shift, we didn't have a supervisor and 4-person. We just had like a 4-person. So, and she had her little helper, but when he got fired, whatever
Okay, you're
him,
boring me now, so let's move on.
I became the little helper boy. For Mel's little
Shag
helper
Dog,
boy.
the little helper.
And I didn't like it all because you tried telling somebody making minimum wage, and back then it was like $6 and something. You tell them to get off, sleep in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, get up and do your job, or I need you to do this. Oh my God, it's horrible.
All right, so let's get back to the malt beverage. Smirnoff, I think, does it best out of the companies I've had malt beverages from.
I used to catch people sleeping all the time.
So, like I said, Shag Dog, it's about the Smirnoff.
Yeah. If the Smirnoff ain't sleeping, you ain't sleeping.
And so I would say this is tart, soury, sweet. It doesn't taste bad. It ain't the greatest, but it is a little more sweet than what I would prefer. Because it kind of.
I mean, it's like a sweet and sour soda, like really sweet and sour.
Almost like a lemon head,
Yeah.
but too sweet.
I mean, nice for one. Like, oh, I love that soda, but I ain't gonna drink more than one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of grade are you thinking, Shag Dog?
You know, for what it is, a sweet, sour malt beverage. But not. I mean, it is.
It is a natural lemon lime flavor, premium malt beverage.
For as I mean, for what we like, it's a little too sweet and sour for what we normally like. But I've had a lot of shit like this that's way over the top sweet and sour. So this is actually drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a straight up for what it is, a malt beverage, a B- and a swallow.
That's what I was gonna do.
I can't give it any higher because I don't like sweet and sour shit. But for what
I don't
it
like
is,
sweet and sour stuff. It's just that I don't care for this. I don't care for the category.
yeah, malt beverages, yeah. Especially fruity malt beverages. This is one of the best malt beverages, fruity malt beverage. Now, I guess supposedly, remember that tea shit we did with white chocolate and Pussycat? That shit is supposedly big now, again, for some reason.
I don't care for that either.
That shit tastes hard. And they got different flavor ones now, too. But,
Yeah, that was
I mean,
horrible.
if you want to try it one day, we can split a can. I don't know.
It was too sweet.
That was horrible. Well, we did the Long Island iced tea
Yeah.
version. It was horrible, yeah. It didn't taste good at all.
All right, so that is the excitement that abounded in this episode of the Spirit Swap Beer Review. Shag Dog has almost completed his glass. And we look forward to that because that means we can move on to the next one.
Right. I gotta start doing on my Facebook, not a failure. I think I've had a lot of people delete me.
You're fixated on this for some reason.
Anyhow, I have had a lot of people delete me off Facebook, but I don't know.
Why?
I know it's, my total friends was like 285. Now it's down to like 245. So I think a lot of liberals deleted me.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
That's right. I still got a couple lingering, which I'm going to delete them.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to get rid of people that are.
There's this one I used to work with. He says shit all the time about Trump or whatever. I don't go on there and badmouth him or his view. It's his view. He has the right. And he's never come on mine and badmouthed me. Now if he did, the same thing would have happened. It happened the other day, but.
Well, like I was about to say.
But I might be unimportant to him for him to even come on my shit and badmouth me, right? Right.
All I heard was, "Come on, you badmouth me."
What did I say now? I thought you made me forget. I never came on his to badmouth him, his Facebook, and he's never come on my Facebook to badmouth me.
He's never come on your face.
No. I mean, on any of my posts.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say.
He never came on any of my posts to badmouth me.
Well, I was going to say, talking about your other friend that you become an ex-friend now. Your situation there is that you turn around and said something as part of your freedom of speech.
Right.
You didn't single any individual out.
I
You
just said
generally said a group. Now, there's two ways to take that. I'm a part of the group, so he's talking about me.
Right, and that's the way he took it.
He's part of the group. I'm part of the group, but I know he's not talking about me because I'm not that way.
Right. There's two different.
Obviously, he felt he was a part of the group,
and I'm personally attacking
him. And he is a part of that group in the sense that he would do that. And so when you said that, he took it as being personal.
Yeah. So when he called me individually, the same thing, piece of shit.
On your public
Facebook
forum, Facebook page, that was calling you out.
Right. I didn't publicly go to his page saying, "Hey, you're a liberal and you're a piece of shit."
Yeah. And that's where the difference lies. There's people who believe in freedom of speech and people don't. It's like people with gun rights. People don't understand why you gun rights. I was like, hold on a second. It's part of the Constitution.
Right.
Two, it's to be able to combat a government that is promoting tyranny upon its people.
Right.
It's to be able to fight. There's no way you could fight the government because you don't have rocket launchers and everything else like that. Well, I get that, but as a whole community against the government. You can affect the government into a fell.
You get 50 million people with guns compared to a million-man army. Well, even though they got tanks, they're going to kill a lot of people and shit like that, or missiles. But you're gonna,
overall, you may lose a lot of skirmishes, but you're going to win the war.
Right.
Second, or third, going back to the First Amendment. I don't like it when they say, I listened to the Trump speech, part of it, and I didn't hear anything that he said insightful. I did not hear anything that I would say is deemed inciting.
Now, could some dummy...
Now, I didn't hear the whole speech.
Right. Now, could some dummy that thinking just like the liberals, but he's conservative, Antifa, whoever the fuck he was there, hear that and say, hey, he's going to go down there and tell you how they think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bust through their windows and tell them how I think. Well, he didn't say bust through their windows. And,
yeah. Well, what I'm getting at is that I didn't hear anything insightful.
Yeah.
So, and granted, I only heard part of the speech.
He'd have to literally say something. Go in there, attack them.
But I can tell you right now, when Maxine Waters said, if you see them out there having dinner or in the market or out there, get in their face.
Right.
Now, if I got in your face and was yelling at you and all that stuff, I am attempting to provoke a altercation or reaction.
Right.
He didn't say get into their face and
He said go tell them.
Let your voice be heard.
Let your voice be heard.
And here's the other thing. What I was getting at. People say when people spewing hate, there's that far right conservative groups that are are kind of like crazy, and the
Yeah.
far left crazy liberal groups that are crazy.
Yeah.
And here they are, spewing off their hatred.
But really, I think some of the liberal groups, some even the moderate ones, are crazy now.
Yeah, well, it's becoming that way.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is you're spewing your hate and everything, and they say, well, that shouldn't be right. They should be censored. Wait a second. I censor them. Who's to say that somebody can't censor me? So to have freedom of speech, I have to have the bad with the good.
Right.
I may not like what he says. I may not like what the meaning of what he says. But you know what? I'm going to fight for the right for him to say it. Because that's true freedom.
Right. All through the years, they've let groups that are pretty much hate groups speak. Nazis, KKK, you know.
Yeah.
They did their marches.
Black Lives Matter, Antifa.
They did their marches, give speeches.
Mm-hmm.
They have the right to speech. Whether you're going to believe them or not and join them, that's on you as an individual. I don't see the KKK or neo-Nazi group numbers in the
Or
millions.
Black Lives or Antifa.
I see their numbers in the millions. But, yeah.
I don't see them gaining a big enough following of mainstream people.
Normal people. But ghetto people, I mean, I'm not sure to say ghetto, but people that are less intelligent, uneducated, poor.
They're just as smart as white kids, too.
They are. But if they didn't rub my hair down when it was floating in the pool.
And Corn Pop, he was such a bad dude.
He was a bad dude. Before he was Corn Pop, we used to call him Popcorn, but he didn't like that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we called him Colonel to begin with until somebody burned him in the tail, and he was like, I'm fucking popcorn, motherfucker.
But yeah, I mean, I believe in the freedom of speech, and I know that you have to have bad with the good. I mean, you have to have the light and the truth. You have to have the dark and the false.
Yeah, right. And the Second Amendment is like what it is. It's not about a gun to go fucking hunting. Mm-hmm. And they always say, you don't need an AK to go hunting. Well, that's not what the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment say, well, you have the right to have some arms to go hunting.
Yeah.
Basically, so
right
you
to
defend
bear
yourself.
arms to defend and overthrow a tyranny of a government that promotes tyranny.
Right to, and I think it's legal. These militias, they're legal if you ask me, according to the Second Amendment.
Yeah, they're legal.
It doesn't say the state's militia, which is the National Guard.
What they try to get them on is the fact that they have X amount of weapons that are not legal for a citizen to have.
Yeah, or X amount of ammo. Or
a certain type of weapon, certain type of ammo. You know, they don't think is legal. But in reality, you know, these militias, I mean, they unfortunately, even the ones that these terrorist groups, these radical Muslim groups, they have all kinds of militias up and through the South and everything like that. In Kentucky and
they're training them in Georgia somewhere.
Georgia, all these places, and guess what? They're not raiding them. They raid these compounds of the Koresh, Branch Davidians and all that stuff.
Thanks to the Warren viewer.
You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Well, I mean, I can see why they went there, but they should have went. David Koresh, they should have went there like they did, full force.
Well, yeah, because he was violating little kids' rights too.
Yeah. But when they went up there in arms and tried to break in, basically, it was just a gunfight waiting to happen.
What I was going to tell you, FCC fairness doctrine. The FCC fairness doctrine back in the late 80s, early 90s, they're the ones that said what it was supposed to be is that you had to report factual news. They didn't renew that doctrine or that law. And so back in the late 80s, early 90s, that's when all the news broadcasting companies, all those organizations were able to start reporting news that weren't factual and provable. So now the end result is what we're ending up now with. You didn't make sure that these organizations reported factual news, and now here we are.
Right.
Back in the day, they used to have it to where if you were far left liberal, and you voiced your opinion on TV, on that broadcast, you had to allow me the same amount of time to come in and view my far left or far right conservatism or whatever, you know.
Right.
It was only fair.
Right.
You don't see that today.
No.
They'll put a person on there that takes an opposite view and take another person and put the opposite.
Yeah.
And they put them there, but they allow them to fight.
Right. And you got like on the 5 on Fox.
It's like they put them together and they go, fight!
You got the 5 on Fox, that show. And that Juan guy, the Panamanian, he's the only liberal on there.
Juan?
Yeah. Juan Williams or whatever. And he's dumb as shit anyhow. They should have got some. But that's what they want. They want some dumb liberal because it's.
But what gets me about it though is that when you have a forum like that, you're not allowing each person to have X amount of minutes and view their opinion. You're just having them do a free form.
Right, and they're all and there's no hey Juan. Well, this is why we think like this.
Yeah.
And there's no Juan. Juan just thinks like he does the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, he just tells it like the liberal view. He don't.
And you know who really pissed me off is Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah.
Geraldo was all pro-Trump back in the beginning. Oh, Trump, oh, wonderful. Trump doing this, Trump doing that. And then as soon as January said Trump needs to be censored, he needs to be this and that. And he's pushing, he needs to be impeached. He needs to, and it's like, wait a second. You went with the winning group at the time.
Yeah.
And now that the winds have changed and that group is gone, you attack that person. You know what I'm saying? That irritates me.
Yeah, every time I watch him, he's like wishy-washy. He's flip-floppy.
He's a good politician. That's what he really should have been. Politician, because he flip-flops just as much as Biden has.
Apparently he wasn't a good lawyer.
No.
Because he's been on TV since he's...
But anyway, let's move on. Let's get on to something.
We lost our one viewer.
That's because we got all political.
Yeah, we did.
Let's get off of that crap.
Let's talk about beer.
Yeah. Which we will be doing here in a little bit because we're going to get back to our regular...
I'm having a beer baby.
Our regular setup.
That shit. That is definitely a beer
we're
baby.
We're going to enjoy some good beer.
That's definitely...
So,
look at that. Shit jammer.
Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing, and tinkling that bell. Do us a favor. Go ahead and,
tinkle that bell?
share it. With people all over,
Yeah, share our video. Share it with your friends on Facebook. We don't care.
Yeah, let it be known. The Spitter Swab Beer Review.
Yes, the best beer review in the world. We're going to try to get off the political stuff.
We've been doing for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, it'll be 10 years this November coming up. So
yeah, almost 10 years we've been doing this beer review. A little bit over 9, but... We've been doing all kinds of crazy shit, and doing some great reviews.
Yeah.
We've been contacted by beer companies and given free gifts and all that stuff too, but we never let that sway our view of the beer. Been on public access TV, and Shag Dog has his one fan out there somewhere that has disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know what's going on with him.
A Shag Dog fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, they left 1 or 2 comments and that was it. I don't know who the hell that was.
And
could be my ex-girlfriend for all I know.
Like I said, I just thank for everybody for watching and everything. And we'll be back in just a little bit.
Yeah, thanks, beer people, fans. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Shag Dog.
Jammer.
Beer Review.